Welcome back to TechKidFX for another price prediction update, and in this video I'll be giving you a price prediction update on Gala games, whose current price stands at the $0.01972 mark, and here on TradingView the market is down by 2.81%. And in this video I want to give you the short-term and the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala games chart. And allow me to kickstart the video here on the daily chart by giving you a brief of what has been happening here on the Gala games chart. Gala games, from these low prices that he had been trading within, we saw a very nice impulsive movement taking us to an all-time high at around the $0.84 mark, and in that movement I've been terming it as a higher Elliot wave count 1 to the upside. And after seeing the all-time high, we have been seeing lower prices in this massive ABC corrective structure, which has now taken us back to around the $0.019 mark in a movement that I've been terming as a higher Elliot wave count 2. And whatever we expect after seeing the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 2 is a bounce to the upside in the formation of a higher Elliot wave count 3 before we see that wave 4, and then continue pushing even higher in the formation of that wave 5 to the upside. And getting a little bit into the details of the formation of this Elliot wave structure that we have right here, and also give you my long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala games chart. I'll start by giving you a measure from the all-time high, where you can see that Gala games from the all-time high is down more than 95%, meaning there are chances that we have seen the low for this higher Elliot wave count 2, and very soon you might see that bounce to the upside in the formation of this wave 3 to the upside. But there are key issues that Gala games is facing right now, and if I point them out, you can see that in the formation of an Elliot wave structure, the wave 2 low needs to hold above the wave 1 low, which is not the case here on the Gala games chart, because you can see the chart here on the Binance, using the Binance data source. Gala games chart started at around the $0.02 mark, and we have seen our low for this ABC corrective structure at around the $0.019 mark, meaning this higher Elliot wave count 2 has lost the low for that higher Elliot wave count 1 to the lower side, and that means there are chances of this Elliot wave structure coming to an invalidation point. But for now I'm still giving it a benefit of doubt, because if we take a look at the other data sources like KuCoin, you still find that Gala games in the formation of that second wave is still holding above the wave 1 low, meaning there are chances of still giving this a benefit of doubt and still working with it, because it has not been invalidated on other data sources like maybe KuCoin or maybe BYBIT. And for now I still need to stick to this Elliot wave structure that I have right here, but we need to have in mind there's the risk of making a new low below the low at around the $0.02 mark, and that means we don't have any significant key areas of support below the $0.02 mark. So in case we continue pushing lower, there are chances of even going back to zero. And giving you a measure using the Fibonacci's from the low down there at around the $0.02 mark to the high at around the $0.85 mark, you can see that Gala games in its ABC corrective structure lost the fib level 0.88 fib level, and that is at around the $0.12 mark. It puts a challenge on its recovery, meaning there are minimal chances of having that recovery to the upside. And getting back to the long-term scenarios that I'm expecting to play out here on the Gala games chart, I can sketch out a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of this wave 3, which can only happen in case Gala games is able to get into the recovery phase. And using the trend-based Fibonacci, connecting it from the low of the first wave to the high of that wave 1, then dragging the fibs to the low of the second wave, that gives me a minimum target area to the upside in the formation of that wave 3 at the fib level 1.618, which perfectly lies at around the $1.36 mark, and that is the minimum that I would expect Gala games to do in the next bull market, and once it's able to get back into its recovery phase. And jumping to the forward chart for further analysis. Here on the forward chart, you can see that before we made our low at around the $0.019 mark, Gala games had been trading within this channel, which was an ascending channel, and after losing the 20-day MA, we saw a breakout out of the channel to the lower side. We even had a retest of the lower side of the channel, which is right here, and after the retest was in, we continued pushing even lower, unlocking even lower prices, giving us a new low here on the Gala games chart. And jumping to the 1 hour chart, where we have chart patterns that are in formation, Yesterday in my previous video I showed you this chart pattern that was right here, that was information. And that chart pattern was a triangle which was giving us a breakout to the upper side, and that the minimum target area of the breakout was being given by the height of the triangle, and I can get that height and then place it right here, giving me a minimum target area back to around the $0.021 mark, which is a target area that we did not fully maximize. And after managing to break above the 20-day EMA, we tried to push a little bit higher, made a high at around the $0.02 mark, and then from there we started seeing lower prices in this movement right here. And we still have another chart pattern that is information that is giving us a breakout to the lower side, and that chart pattern is a channel, and if I draw it out I can connect these lows, having that as the lower side of the channel. Then we have seen the upper side of the channel, and this channel has been well respected, giving us more than 3 touch points, and we have seen the breakout out of the channel to the lower side, and that still brings the risk of giving us new lows here on the Gala Games chart, given that we don't have key areas of support below the area at around the $0.02 mark. And that means once we continue pushing lower, there are chances of continuing to challenge the recovery of Gala Games, and I hope we find a recovery soon, manage to break above the 20-day EMA and continue pushing higher. And whatever we are seeing over here is not favorable anymore, and we need to be prepared for the worst case scenarios here on the Gala Games chart. And also taking a look at the indicators here on the RSI. On the RSI we are trading at around the 34 mark, meaning we have massive room for us to support any movements to the upside. Also taking a look at the MACD, here on the MACD we have printed a bearish cross, and that means lower prices are coming our way. So let's be patient and see how that plays out, and I'll keep you updated.